Maybe I'll lay down in this room a little longer and wonder why the walls are made of stone. I'll hear a sound and lock the door a little stronger, then wonder why the hell I'm on.
I'd like to introduce you to Maria Mihailik, who is a singer, songwriter, has an interesting story because it's not something she's been doing. She doesn't have an album. She does have an EP that's kind of released, I guess. I'll let Maria talk about it. Maria lives in Great Britain, in London, as you will see when she begins talking. And I'd love to know about you and how you came to be where you're at now.
Well, I've been making music. I've been writing and singing for really a really long time. I was in choir ever since I was a kid. I really got into like a lot of classic rock when I was about 11, which kind of really started me wanting to write my own stuff. When I was about 12, it was very popular at the time to have, especially for like young girls, to play the ukulele. So I got a ukulele for my birthday. And it was since then that I kind of started playing a little open mic nights around London and stuff. And then when I was about 15, I went to music school for 4 years at the BRIT School in South London, which is where I learned a lot. And at the end of my time there, I got really lucky that when I was playing a show with the BRIT School, my producer found me and asked me if I wanted to record some stuff. So I had a lot of songs that I'd written, but I never really did anything with them. So that was the first time that I kind of I was in a studio and I recorded them all with some of my friends. And yeah, I released them all on Spotify and Apple Music and everywhere else, really, while we're recording this very recently. So it's very exciting. It feels very surreal that they're out now. My first project.
That's so neat. And it took a while to get there. So it's as I say, it's an interesting story. It's not one that you were a success overnight for sure. And hopefully this music that you're making now, the EP, will grow into something. Do you have a producer or a promoter for your
Well, so
music?
at the moment, it's all kind of. To be honest, I don't really know how much I can speak about right now because I worked with a producer for this EP that, I worked with producer. My friends helped me in the studio with the instrumentation. At the moment, I am talking, and everything else really I did kind of by myself when it comes to managing, promotion, getting gigs. But at the moment, I am speaking to some people, so it's all very exciting. That it might look like I have a bit more of a team around me very
Right.
soon. So
Yeah.
that's going to be very new for me, but it's really cool.
Now
Honestly,
you go
it's very
ahead.
surreal. I never thought I'd get to that point, so it's really exciting.
Yeah. You aside from the music, you do have a full-time job right now.
I do, yeah.
Maybe you'll be able to give that up if the music becomes successful. What do you do?
So I work in catering. I work for quite a big office, and I just serve them food. And then on weekends, I work 7 days a week. So on weekends, I work in a castle, which is a lot more fun than I
Wow.
get. Yeah, no, tiring. The castle is nice. It's right in the middle of the woods, and so I get to go there and like make coffees and stuff for all the dog walkers, which is actually really nice. We all wonder sometimes, me and my co-workers, if like there are ghosts in there because it's very old. There are loads of really old castles in London, so that's one of
Really?
them. It's really exciting,
Oh,
I really
yeah.
enjoy them. And
That
they
sounds
let me
exciting.
yeah, they let me play my playlist on the speakers when people come in. So people come in and they just hear Bob Dylan all day long. It's great.
That's great. That's what I was going to ask you. If you ever perform for, the people at the castle.
Yeah, I actually do. They do have events, so where people perform. So I might talk to them about it. But I play a lot of shows around London in
Oh,
different
do you?
venues.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Kind of quite a lot.
And
A
how
couple of times a month.
how does that happen? I mean, being you don't have somebody who is You're doing all the footwork yourself.
Well,
This.
yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things where, it starts out if you reach out to people, then eventually when you've played at enough places, people will just in the kind of folk scene, especially because it is quite a niche thing,
Mhm.
people will start hearing about you, people will kind of know who you are, and so different other venues will approach you. So at the
Mhm.
moment, I've kind of got a mixture of places that I've reached out to and places that just know about me and have asked me to play, which is nice. And like I said, there are some people that I don't really want to say anything yet because nothing is for definite, but that there's kind of like I'm kind of forming a bit of a team
Mhm.
of people working with me that also have like some cool venues that they're connected to that have got me to some
That's
really really exciting
great.
things, which I'm really really gassed about because honestly for me performing live is what I like to do most. Like, that's my favorite thing about music is being able to go on stage and play.
Now, yeah, I've seen some videos of you performing. You performed for what was the cause?
So War Child.
Oh yeah, yeah. Talk about that. How'd that come
Um,
about?
Yeah, so again, I think that was the promoter that I did that show with. I'd done a couple of shows with them before, and they just thought that I'd be a good fit for this opportunity. It was really cool. I got to go into a studio, and there was no audience, so it was very strange, like because I was talking as if I was playing a set, right? But there was nobody there. But yeah, no. So I had a half an hour live session that I recorded,
Oh,
and I basically used it to like raise some money as like a bit of a fundraiser for this charity, which was nice.
so you went to school, you studied music,
Yeah.
and you started on the ukulele. You moved to guitar
Yeah.
after that, and you don't play anything else, do you?
Well, I can play the violin pretty badly, if that counts.
Do you,
Um, I was forced to do it as a kid, and I absolutely hated it.
are you playing the folks who are watching this video aren't going to hear it, I don't think. Or maybe I'll play it if I can in the trail out of this interview. Uh, are you playing the guitar in Don't Think Twice?
So no, that is actually a really good friend of mine,
Oh, he's
who I think
good.
everyone
I was going to
everyone
say,
should
you're
listen.
really a good guitarist.
No, no, that's not me. He's actually he's doing really well right now. He's got a single out as well that everyone should check out. His name is Sam Wilkinson.
Ah,
He's also on the backing vocals. He's brilliant. He's absolutely amazing. But yeah,
I
no, I
don't,
got him to help me out on that one.
I don't know if I have his music. You should have him send it to me if
I will send it to you. It's
yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, Sally, my dear, it's you I'll be kissing. Oh, Sally, my dear, it's you I'll be kissing. She smiled and replied, you don't know what you're missing. Oh, Sally, my dear, I wish I could wed you. Oh, Sally, my dear, I wish I could bed you. She smiled and replied, then you'd say I misled you. If all the young men were as on the mountain, if all the young men were as on the mountain, how many young girls would take guns and go hunting? If all the young men were fish in the water, if all the young men were fish in the water, how many young girls would undress and dive after them? If the young men could sing like blackbirds and thrushes, if the young men could sing like blackbirds and thrushes, how many young girls would go beat in the bushes? But the young men are given to frisking and fooling. given to frisking and fooling. I'll leave them alone and attend to my schooling. Oh, Sally, my dear, it's you I'll be kissing. Oh, Sally, my dear, it's you I'll be kissing. She smiled and replied, you don't know what you're missing.
You are reorganizing a website. Are you on Facebook where people can find you if they want to find out more about you?
So
I
really, I
think
mean,
you are. I think
I
you're one
am.
of my friends.
I'm mostly, I mean, to be fair, I'm mostly active on like Instagram, which is where I kind of have most of my updates, on YouTube as well. I guess maybe that is kind of alienating the older audiences, so I probably need to look into that. Kind of be more active on Facebook, sort out my website, so that will be probably happening soon. Stay tuned, you know.
Instagram seems the way to go these days, but
Instagram is where everyone is.
it just
Surely
confuses me. It drives me crazy. It's because it's just one thing after another. I don't know what to focus on. You know, there's so many videos that keep rolling through, and then you know this whole you know, the fact that they've got you buy something and then everything, all these ads that come up related to that same thing.
It's a
And,
bit
you know,
scary.
oh God, the algorithms are just, they just drive you crazy sometimes. So that's why I was sitting outside looking at our beautiful landscape, seeing bluebirds flying in and out of houses and thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I sitting in my studio speaking with Maria Mihailik, who, by the way, is a great singer-songwriter. I only recently got to hear her music when she sent me the first song from her current EP. There's really no, is there a name for that EP?
It's cool. It's actually this was like a long time joke that I had with myself, that the first project that I'd ever released would be called My Greatest Hits. I don't know. It's not actually. It's a lot less clever now that I think look back on it. But because of that, the EP is called Maria's Greatest Hits of All Time, and it's out everywhere. It's on Spotify. It came out on Friday the 26th.
That's great. I love it. I think that's a great title.
Yeah, no, I thought it was genius when I came up with it, but now I feel like it's a bit confusing.
Oh boy.
You know, got cut
out. You've got people have to have a way to get that music. How would they do that?
Music, it's on all the streaming platforms. So it's on Spotify. I don't think it is on Apple Music, but it's on YouTube, it's on Spotify, YouTube Music, SoundCloud. If people want to buy it, you can buy it on Bandcamp. Obviously these days, you know, it's just so easy to stream something for free. So I don't expect anyone
to go to Bandcamp. Don't buy it from SoundCloud. SoundCloud gets Maria nothing. Bandcamp is much better for artists. I say this every show. I don't know why I have to say it, but Spotify is a total ripoff because the artist gets fractions of a cent each time. So
I mean, obviously, I don't want to talk about Spotify too much because, you know, I want them to promote me everywhere.
Yeah, no.
I want to be on their side. I'm their friend.
I can say,
I love Spotify. It's my favorite.
Anyway, Maria Mihailik is the name of the artist. She's a really fine singer. You're going to see she's a little different, and I think you'll enjoy it. I certainly enjoy her music, and I'm looking forward to more from Maria as time goes on.
I'll lay down in this room a little longer, and wonder why the walls are made of stone. I'll hear a sound and lock the door a little stronger, then wonder why the hell I'm all alone. Maybe I'll clutch the rattling box a little tighter. Maybe I'll watch the clock until the day goes by. Back in the morning, out the window, it was brighter. Hiding away from me, I sit and wonder why. I didn't make it, Ma. Didn't go out and stand a test. Can't even say I tried my best. Whoa, I just can't shake it, Ma. Batted the odds out of my way. I think I let them slip away. I didn't make it. I didn't make it. I didn't make it. Up on my shelf there is a dried up wreath of flowers. Awkward and lopsided, they stick out halfway formed. Twiddle them round my clumsy fingers for an hour. Set them aside next to the drink that's getting warm. Draining the promises till all the cups lay empty. Staining the pages I keep scrubbing out anew. Turning my head I try to let myself down gently. Oh, beaten dead horses screwed in shades of black and blue. I didn't make it, Ma. Didn't go out and stand the test. Can't even say I tried my best. Whoa, I just can't shake it, Ma. Batted the odds out of my way. I think I let them slip away. I didn't make it. I didn't make it. I didn't make it. They say it never rains in Southern California. Crowds in the airports full of dreams returning home. Sweating and blushing in a self-effacing sauna. Barren old forests full of stumps that didn't grow. I didn't make it, Ma. Didn't go out and stand the test. Can't even say I tried my best. Whoa, I just can't shake it, Ma. Batted the odds out of my way. I think I let them slip away. I didn't make it. I didn't make it. I didn't make it. I didn't make it.
Yeah, so this project, it's kind of, I wrote it between the ages of 16 and 18, when I was quite a lot younger. So it's a lot of music that I wrote when I was still kind of finding my voice as a songwriter. It's sort of the cream of the crop of that part of my life. And for me, because I write from like personal experiences. It's often like kind of driven by emotional expression. So the reason I like to listen to it, at least, you know, from a very personal standpoint, is that for me, all the 3 songs that I wrote on it kind of represent different things I was thinking or feeling at that time in my life. What I love about folk music is that it's such a great tool for storytelling. And that's really what drew me to it. That's what I love about people like Paul Simon, Bob Dylan, is that I feel like at the heart of it, they're just brilliant storytellers. And that's what I tried to do with the record, is kind of tell the stories of things that I was experiencing. And yeah, I've also got a cover in there of Don't Think Twice, It's All Right, which I collaborated with Sam Wilkinson on, who I mentioned before, which is one of my favorite songs. I hope I did it justice. You know, it's always very intimidating covering Dylan, you know, because he was so brilliant. But yeah, no, I was hoping that this would be like a nice introduction to kind of who I am and my identity as a musician, so that in the future, when I come up with when I release, you know, more things, it kind of will, you know, the sound that I have will already be established in this kind of first project, if that makes sense.
And it's great. It's a great cover of the song, by the way. I do enjoy it, and as I said, the guitar playing at the beginning of it is really nice, and the voice, you know, it's the voice, Maria Mihailik. I love the voice, and I only can wish you the greatest success down the road. And
well, we'll
hopefully
see. Yeah,
we'll be talking again, maybe if I get to be that old, and if I'm still doing this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might be watching bluebirds for the rest of my life.
yeah, maybe you need to rest. Yeah.
Hey Maria, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. It's been lovely.
Yeah, it's been really great. Enjoy the rest of your day, what's left of it over there, and great.
Yeah, let me know if you've got some. I hope that you know you've got everything you need.
Let
me know.
I think we do.
Brilliant.
Have a great one. I'll talk to you soon.
You too. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. Well, it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, it'll never do somehow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's so